So it's come down to it. Um, in a desperate attempt to find rice so that I can make rice pudding. Um, I'm having to take things to the extreme, and here we are. So I couldn't help myself. I Forgive me for that, but I absolutely had to make that video. So I know this situation is serious, and I know this is a bit of a racist joke, but there's a moral behind the story, and if you guys bear with me, hopefully you get something out of this. Um, First, let me give you the backstory on it. Obviously, all of you guys know the stores are being cleared out, and this is ridiculous. You know, um, the other day I just happened to be looking for what it is that we need here at home and realized that we were almost out of rice. And I usually buy rice in large quantities, so I don't ever have to worry about it for a long period of time. And we were on the last little tiny bit, and I've been wanting to make some homemade rice pudding for a little while, and that's kind of the you know part of the joke here. But ultimately, we need it for meals and stuff too. So over the weekend, we went to a couple grocery stores, and I found a small bag yesterday at one of the local stores, and good enough for one meal. But that's pretty much it. Um, I told my wife, I was like, I'm not going to be running around all these stores. I'll just go home and order it online. And I was looking online for it, and there's some bags, some 5 pound bags, which would have been fine for a little while. But they were price gouging the hell out of it. Whether it be the cost of it or the shipping cost of it, it was just I wasn't willing to pay for it. So we took stopped looking at it, and I was like, you know what? I think I know where to find it. And this is kind of where the moral of this story comes into. Um, we've got a really good Asian grocery store in Syracuse, off Erie Boulevard. Sorry about that. That was my phone. Um, I like that store a lot. I go there whenever I can. We're kind of far away from it now, so I don't get to shop there very often anymore. But they got a lot of cool stuff in there, and a lot of different foods. If you're into trying new things, that's definitely a place to check out. But my thought process was, they're going to have the rice, not because they're Asian. I knew they were going to have the rice because people are scared to go shop there. And I was right. Not only did they have rice, they had pallets of rice. And not only did they have pallets of rice, but they had toilet paper, and they had all the other things that are being cleared off the shelves at all the local grocery stores. All of it. And then some. Um, what they didn't have there was white people. There was 4 of them. Angela was one, so she doesn't count. And there was 2 others that were there, but they I assume they were there with their significant other, which was Asian. So they don't count. They're there by default. There was one man there that was there by himself, so I count him. There was a couple black people in there by themselves, and then an Indian man. But other than that, everybody else that was in there was Asian. And they all had masks on. Not all of them. Most of them had masks on, respirators, gloves. And I'm like, I don't think I could be in a safer place. I show up at Walmart, and everybody's crowded in the same area. Nobody's wearing masks. Everybody's just, dirty as hell. I was like, at least I go to this Asian store and everybody's got their face covered up and they're all gloved up and suited up. So I'm like, well, I ain't catching nothing over here. So I'm joking about it to a certain degree, but I'm dead serious too. Um, you know, I know this is a very serious situation. A lot of you guys are very scared. Okay. Some of you guys are more like me, where you're just kind of fed up with it, and it's going to turn into what it's going to turn into. And I wanted to touch base on that. You guys have to to reel back the fear and the panic. You have to. It's your duty for society to reel that back, because what is more dangerous than this virus is the fear. We are literally begging for shutdowns to the degree of total shutdown across the entire nation. That's not going to make this virus go away. Viruses don't go away. It's here to stay. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's here to stay. Okay? The goal for the government is to alleviate the initial impact that the hospitals are going through while they're trying to properly treat patients. Rather than get hit with millions of patients all at once, they're trying to get rid of that spike and trying to level things out so that they can properly treat these people while they're trying to figure out a solution to the problem. Okay. A complete and utter shutdown is not going to make the virus go away. When we come back from our shutdown, it's still there. Okay. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's still going to be there. China still has the virus there. People keep saying, oh, after their shutdown, things got better. Did they really? Because it's still there. Okay. This thing's a fast spreading virus. Okay. So if you come back and one person gets it, it's spreading again. This is just common sense. But you guys have to start thinking logically. Here's the problem with the mass shutdowns that are happening. We're taking people's income away. Okay. The majority of the country does not have credit cards. They don't have mortgages. They don't have these financial cushions that some of us have. And I know that because I've been very poor for most of my life. And you take away those people's incomes, and then they've got children and, their families to take care of, and they don't know how to do it. Now, I know there's things that the government's implementing, and that's all fine and dandy for people that are suggesting it that aren't trying to do it. I've been through the government system, and it sucks. So, and then this mad dash to try to make sure people are okay, I promise you there's going to get a lot of people that are lost in the shuffle. And what happens there is people start panicking and they get desperate. When they get desperate, they start doing desperate things. That's scarier to me than any virus. So this is just some food for thought for you guys. Take it for what it's worth. Ultimately, this was just a funny video that I thought to put out there, but I thought it was important to elaborate later because I didn't want people to think I'm just being racist and shitty, because that's not the case. I got a sense of humor. It's as dirty as it can be, but I also have a very serious side to me too. And, one hand washes the other. So take it for what it's worth. Share the video if you like it. Remember to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, the UVision Media. You can check out 6 to 3 podcasts there. And, follow us on Facebook because I upload the videos there as well. So peace out. Talk to you guys later.